Hey, welcome to the Nighty podcast. If you haven't heard us before, I'm your host, Jay. This is your other host, Joe.
Hello there.
Yes.
Do we sound like the same person? Do we sound like siblings? Maybe. Are our names too close together? Yes.
Jay, Joe.
Did we name our first kid Jack? Yes. Is that too many names to start with J? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did we stop after that? For sure.
Yeah, we grew up a little bit.
I didn't do it on purpose. You like the name Jack.
Yeah, I did.
And I was like, well, I'm not naming him after Jack White, who's where you got that name from. See last
a lot
episode.
Of cool Jacks.
So that's true. I didn't know a bad Jack. And so I said, how about Jackson, like the city? So that's what we named him. And then Jack, everyone else did.
Yeah. Then it became the most popular name of the year.
Sucks.
Like 2 years later.
Michael, you know?
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up, there's Michaels and Timothys everywhere.
Yeah.
A lot of Bible names now that I think about it.
Yeah. There's no Jackson in the Bible.
Oh, that's the point.
Yep.
Oh, Jay. How's it been, man?
Well.
I mean, I live with you. I know exactly how it's been.
We hold conversations. We're like, save for the pod. Then we get on here and we're like, don't talk about anything that we had saved to talk about. We just get on here and rip shit up and talk about things that are...
we regret later.
Yeah, unpopular opinions.
Difficult to process and digest. Oh, we didn't even do a word of the day last week.
Oh, we had a good one too.
It was such a good one. Do you remember what it was? So we were watching Cyrano. Well, we were watching the trailer for Cyrano.
I love trailers.
And I said, I think this is a different movie. And you said, what? It was a movie, an old movie.
Yeah, it was the same. It was the same setup and scenario of a movie called Roxanne with Steve Martin.
Okay.
And he had a humongous nose. And then
we Googled.
Yeah,
and it's a play. It's like a 1800s play, I think. Cyrano de Bergerac. If you don't know what Cyrano is, it's like Peter Dinklage is in it, and it's unrequited love because he looks weird. And I was like, God, that's such a common theme. There has to be something else. And that's what it was. It's just all of those movies are coming from this play from the 1800s called Cyrano de Bergerac. And in it, and when we Wikipedia'd it.
That's a word.
I'm making it a word. We use it enough. If you don't donate to Wikipedia, you're a trash person. You know? It's free information. They ask for like $5 a year. Donate, you jerk. Anyway, it was panache. The word panache comes from the play Cyrano de Bergerac, which now is the movie Cyrano, which we haven't seen yet, but looks promising.
It's nominated.
That stopped mattering a long time ago for me. Because it's just sort of a trope.
Yeah.
You know?
Will Smith ruined it for me. I'm just kidding. Stupid. He made it better. He made it worth watching.
Stupid now. But yeah, the word is panache. And it means flamboyant confidence of style or manner. It's what Jay used to have when I met him.
Yep.
A lot of panache.
I was the panachiest.
Which I guess is French. It's a French word. Cyrano de Bergerac. It's French.
Absolutely.
A French play.
Yeah.
How cool to make a word.
Yeah. I've been trying.
From your thing.
Yeah, I've been
we've taken other words and resourced them.
Right, but like we've capped it into the...
We've capped the words. We changed car wash. We did come up with smash-mouthed. I feel like... Now, we did not invent the word smash-mouth.
Smash our mouth.
That credit is going to, that musical genius. But you can smash-mouth it.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can put that on a t-shirt or if it's copyrighted.
Well, it's an action word, so.
As long as you put the ED on it?
Yeah.
It's fine?
Yeah.
I'm down. Somebody make us a smash-mouthed
I'll wear
ED
it right across this
shirt. What is on your shirt?
It's Daredevil. He's doing his sonar and
You want to talk about somebody ruining something?
What?
Oh, Ben Affleck's Daredevil was
Oh, yeah.
terrible.
This is the Netflix one.
It's weird that they give second superheroes to people, and both times it worked.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds had Green Lantern. Blech. He did meet his wife, I think, on that movie.
Good for him.
Yeah, I mean, humans happened.
Something came out of it
because of that movie. And then Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck got Batman.
Daredevil was not. It was one of the earlier kind of not Batman or Superman superhero movies. So I feel like we gave it more credit at the time, but it wasn't good.
It got a spinoff. It got the Elektra with
right.
What's
I
her
think
name?
they might have met on that movie. So that's what happens. You do
a really bad superhero
you do a bad superhero movie. You meet a wife.
Nice.
And then you do a good one with your girlfriend. I think Ben Affleck is back with J-Lo again.
As it should be. Yeah.
That was a weird time, huh?
That was like when the celebrities started doing their names together.
Well, I don't think the celebrity did that.
They did. Well, you don't know.
Yeah.
But like that was like the Benefer was like the first, right?
I thought it was different. Was it Benefer?
I could.
No, I think you're right. It was Benefer. Ugh,
Yeah, they
why did we
started
ever
mashing their names
say
together.
that?
They started smash mouthing their names together.
That's just. But you're just saying smashing.
Yes.
You can't use smash mouth that way.
I know. I just wanted to say it.
Anyway, panache. Use it in your everyday speech. I'm sure in this day and age, you know people with a lot of it. You know? Do you remember your first flamboyantly gay man you knew?
Yes.
Because I do.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a man, it was a boy. And I was like, wow, that's hard. Like, our kids just went back to school. And I'm just like, every day, like, this doesn't matter. Whatever it is, just remember, you're going to leave this system soon. And you'll never see these people again. You just have to survive it.
Right.
That's how it was. I did not enjoy high school or any school at all.
Yeah.
Didn't like it. It was not for me.
Yeah, like the people from high school that I still talk to, like I actively try to make an effort to talk to them.
Yeah. But it could all just fall to the wayside.
It could.
Yeah.
But then
when you
think about the ones that when you're in it, yeah, it's like this is your whole world. But think about the ones that you don't talk to so many more people than you think that you're going to, when you leave school.
Yeah. Oh, no, I knew I was not going to talk to anybody. I talked to barely anybody when I was at school.
Right.
In fact, my last year, I developed sort of a pack of underclassmen that thought I was cool because of how much I didn't care.
Your henchmen.
Yeah. So my not caring, which existed from freshman year, and it was probably your fault. I met you freshman year. You were obviously out of school. And so you became my whole focus. So anything I was doing in school, boys didn't matter.
Yeah.
The classes barely mattered.
Right.
I always felt very much like I'm above this. And so that's how I acted. And, it almost got my ass beat more than once.
Running that mouth.
But by the last year, it somehow swapped and earned me my own toadies that thought I was cool and wanted to be around me. And I was like, oh, I am the opposite of this.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Not cool at all. But I say all that to say that there was a guy, maybe I should say they, them. I don't know. I don't know him anymore. Them. I don't know them anymore. I did it. But he was very flamboyant. He was very flamboyant.
How did he?
He was a very tall, thin guy, and he spoke different than everybody else. He had a little bit of he was just he had some panache. And it got him made fun of, but he was so over the top that it was weird. It became weird to make fun of him.
Yeah, Teflon.
Yeah. Like, he didn't care. You want to talk about somebody who didn't care. Like, he didn't care. He cared so much he didn't care. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He would dress crazy. I think he
Right.
wore dresses every once in a while.
Nice.
Just like gender. He was like very much gender bending in 2002, 2003. And he was 14 or 15 years old.
Yeah.
Like, that's some panache, dude.
Yeah, dude was panache. For
which,
sure.
Which reminds me, I wanted to talk to you about this so bad on the podcast. Okay, so the kids' first day of school, I had worked till like 1 a.m. and but I really wanted to get up with them, but I was just dragging, you know. Also, I was sick, didn't feel good. And I was like, get up, you dumb bitch. These are your children. It's the first day of school. So I like crawl out of the bed and make it to the bathroom. Speaking of our son, he comes in, and I had told you the night before, will you please go to his room with him? He's saying he has nothing to wear. It's his first day of freshman year. Sorry, I'm really backwards ending the story. It's his first day of freshman year. I said, will you go up there with him and pick him out an outfit? He comes around the corner, and he is wearing it's 95 degrees out, a long sleeve black buttoned, I think up to the top button, dress shirt.
Yeah.
With like some stripes on it, tucked in to pants he wore last year that didn't fit him last year.
Yeah.
So they're flooding on the bottom. You can almost see his ankles. I think he had white athletic socks on, shoved into his... he didn't have shoes on because the whole point was he was coming in to tell me he didn't feel good. He was also sick.
Yeah.
And he was asking to get out of going to school. And I said, absolutely, because you're not going dressed like that.
He wasn't flamboyant enough.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What happened to your style sense?
Me?
Yes. You helped him pick out this outfit, and he looked like the nerdy kid on Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Like, and not in a cool, ironic way.
Yeah.
In an intentionally bad way.
He's going to steal his dad's sports car.
So bad.
Yeah.
Like, I know we're cut, and he's got like big poofy hair he doesn't know how to take care of. I was like, I don't know if you can get stuffed in a locker in this climate.
Yeah.
I don't know if that can still happen, but I'm your mother, and I would stuff you in a locker.
Yeah, we're about to bully you in case
so
it doesn't happen.
Bad.
Yeah.
I was so mad at you when he was like, I don't feel good. I was like, yeah, that's fine, because I can't deal with this right now. I've got 3 other kids to take care of today. They still have a shot. Well, why don't you go back to bed? He went back to bed.
Yeah. Well, I guess, when I looked at the outfit, it didn't seem that bad. But then when you were pointing out what it should not look like.
When you saw it from someone else's eyes.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's...
It was a new shirt I bought for him to wear to Christmas.
Yeah.
It wasn't for
it was...
first day of high school. I was like, go find an ironic t-shirt and some shorts, man.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Right, yeah, he was a mess.
Oh. Thank God bullying is like sort of passe now, because I would kick your ass.
Yeah, I was a mess in high school. I didn't really know how to dress at all. It's just...
You were real big though.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. Like, you didn't get bullied.
Nah, but I didn't get the girls that the class of girls I was shooting for.
I had a girlfriend growing up that always overshot.
Yeah.
She always had the hottest guy. And I was a 6, and she was like a round 6. You know what I'm saying? There's no fat shaming on this podcast.
Yeah.
But the point was, definitely doctor some points as far as high school boys were concerned.
Right.
And she would fly I'm talking about, there's probably the one guy and the one girl that everybody likes.
Yeah.
That's not only who she liked, but who realistically she thought she could get.
She was making moves.
She wasn't going to settle for anything less.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Some girls or guys, you ever heard of the term being a 10 speed?
No.
They're
Is
fun.
this going to be offensive?
Yeah, they're fun to ride, but you don't want your friends seeing you ride. Yeah. Okay,
Stupid.
it is.
Like, of all the things to hang on to, that's one of them that stayed in you didn't car wash that one? Kept that one in there?
No, that one's sticking
Oh, my
around.
God.
It's shiny.
10 speed.
Yep.
So dumb.
Yeah. I love it.
Anyway, so yeah, school's starting. Which means, hey, much easier to record a podcast.
Yeah,
So-
we're gonna like, share, subscribe. We're gonna
That's
be hot and heavy with
nightypod@gmail.com.
some opinions that
Give me some of your complaints, questions, stories. I would take a good first day of school story. I have one.
you experienced
damn, yeah.
yourself.
Just hit me like a freight train. It wasn't the first day of high school. It was the first day of middle school.
Damn, how do you remember?
Because it was bad. The only way I remember anything.
Yeah, everything you hang on to is
Yeah.
the trash.
That's the only things my brain's like, no, we must keep the precious. This make you feel uncomfortable. I will bring it up in a dream for you later on.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Like,
Over and over.
what else is gonna wake you up at 3 a.m?
Oh, damn, dude. Okay, so it's like a couple days before middle school. And me and my older sister were screaming at each other. Like, bad fighting. Like, we would fight. Like, physically fight. She always won. But I had a worse mouth. Like, I could make her cry, but she could beat me up. So it was like a good adversary, you know, because it wasn't like just one of us always lost and the other one always won.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were going at it, and we're in the kitchen.
She would win some. You would almost win some.
Yeah, because I would eventually. She would just sit on my chest, and then I couldn't get up. So she listens to this podcast. She's gonna love this story. So my mom was cooking at the stove, and it was like one of those little 1970s houses with like the little kitchen of doom, you know, like specifically designed to keep you away from the rest of the family.
Yeah.
You know?
Not an open concept.
And so, no open concept. So she couldn't really see us, but she could hear us because we were just, you know, teenage girls. And I think she'd already probably asked us to quit, and we just wouldn't quit. And so she grabs this ceramic magnet that was on the fridge, and it was heavy. You could push it, and it would make little bird chirping noises.
Was it a bird?
Did I say it wasn't it was a bird.
Yeah, you just said ceramic.
Ceramic bird magnet.
Okay.
That was so big, it had some kind of mechanism that made sounds.
Like a speaker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little music box. And so she picked it up. She came around the corner, and she chucked it at us.
Yeah.
Now, my mom didn't really, especially by the time we were teenagers, she didn't really hit you. You know, we got spanked when we were younger, and every once in a while she'd slap you across the face, which still is like triggering for me
Check
today.
that ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she wasn't abusive. She was our like hero. And she just had enough. She wasn't even looking at us. Like, I remember, because I looked at her because she was like, yeah, you know, she came around the corner yelling and then just threw this thing because she was so fed up. Now as a mother, I'm like, totally understand her plight.
She's willing to break this.
Yeah. She just like had so
classy fridge magnet.
so much anger and aggression. She's in there cooking us dinner, and we won't shut up long enough so she can make the food.
I thought this was before school.
No. This is a couple days before school.
Okay.
School's about to start back. So she had the whole summer of just dealing with our bullshit.
She was fed up.
She had enough.
Mama was done.
Yeah. So she just comes around and she just whips this thing. And I'm looking at her when it happens. She's not looking at me. And this thing just, like a movie, beelines, pops me right in the mouth.
Yeah.
Like, she wasn't trying to even hit us, and it hit me square in the mouth, which I can relate to because I can't throw anything. But if I accidentally toss something to you, it's going to hit you in the mouth or balls or face. Like, there's something broken in my brain.
Yeah. She was trying to hit, like, the wall.
Yeah. She was just, like, angry. Angry launching this thing happened.
Should have been a better shot.
Yeah.
So hits you in the mouth.
Hits me in the mouth. Blood sprays everywhere. My sister, who was just my enemy, has now become
your advocate. Yeah.
I kind of hit the ground. She comes over me. She's looking up at my mom like, "What's wrong with you? Look what you've done." My mom's face is just white with horror because she can't believe what just happened, and there's blood everywhere. And
she's like, "My ceramic magnet."
No, come on. So she came over. So what had happened was she busted my tooth.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 of them. The front one, and then like the little vampire one right next to it. No, that's not the vampire one. Right next, before the vampire one. So 1 and 2. Chompers. And it's like jagged. Like there's still pieces of each one, but I'm missing most of the bottom. And so she gets the blood to stop. We go straight to the dentist, right? And maybe we couldn't go to the dentist. It must have been like nighttime. We went to the ER. That's what it was. We went to the ER. And then, so they made sure I was okay, and then we're supposed to go to the dentist, but they couldn't see me for 2 days.
Because like school's about to start and everyone's getting their teeth cleaned.
There was no appointments. I don't know what it was. The kind of work I would needed like a longer appointment because they were going to have to make me some teeth, basically. Uh-huh. And so the first day of school, I looked like a hillbilly. Is that offensive? Can you say hillbilly?
I think hillbilly is offensive.
Okay. Because half of my front tooth the bottom half was basically gone.
You can say English.
Why?
They have bad.
Oh, it's still okay to make fun of their teeth.
They have bad teeth. I get it.
So yeah, and then like the one next to it was almost totally gone. But I had enough teeth in there that it looked worse. It would have been better if the teeth had just come out.
It's like picture day.
It's the first day. And I remember my sister, who was now my best friend.
Yeah.
I remember her telling me, just keep your mouth closed and everyone will think you're mysterious. Just don't talk for 2 fucking days.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And so that's what I did.
A lot of friends.
I didn't have a choice. It must have been like it probably happened the night before. I'm probably remembering this wrong. It happened the night before I was supposed to go. Then we went to the ER. I was not bleeding to death. It was okay. So I had to go the next day, and I'm sure it was fixed the 3rd day because my mom was a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, just felt so bad to the point that she told her therapist about it.
Yeah.
And they called Child Protective Services on my mother. Like, had the person come to the house and visit us and blah, blah, blah. And we were so mean. We were so mean
person?
to the, like, CPS lady.
Yeah.
Because it was so stupid. Like, it was an accident. It was a terrible thing to have happen. Meanwhile, there's child molesters looking up pictures of little girls eating hot dogs. Nobody's going to their house.
Yeah.
But my good mother, like,
little did they know your dad was like way worse.
Yeah, like out of the 2 of them, my dad was definitely the one that should have had CPS called on him. He's a great guy now, but he was a mess back then. So it really made it worse because we all kind of had that feeling of like, yeah, I would love dad to be taken to jail at that time. I love my dad to death now. But yeah, like it was my mom that was none of us could get over it. So we were so mean to the woman. I think it was a woman.
That was just doing her job.
Yeah, she was just doing her job. But it was like, you're going to get my mom in trouble? Like, this is my person.
I remember like my mom took me to Meijer to get my hair cut when I was a kid.
What is Meijer?
Thrifty Acres.
Yeah.
Grocery store.
It's a grocery store.
Yeah. They had like a little...
Up north.
Up in north.
Mm-hmm.
They had like a little beauty salon. So like, shit. 4 years old, and I'm wiggling in the chair, and she can't cut my hair, and I'm bobbing and weaving she's trying to cut my hair. And my mom comes over and like grabs me by the shoulder, sits me up in the chair, straightens my ass out basically.
Yeah.
And then like 2 days later, like the lady comes to our house.
Shut up. Your mom too?
Yeah.
CPS twins. With our good mothers.
Yeah.
We had good mothers.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. So like
I guess that's a good thing that people are oversensitive to child abuse.
I guess they used to
I
be.
feel like I hear so many horror stories about people never getting things called to them.
I know. Yeah.
So what'd you do? You were 4. You probably don't
I was 2.
remember it.
I don't even remember the conversation, but I know my mom was like, she knew exactly what it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. What year would that have been? Early 80s.
Yeah, it was early 80s.
That's still like pretty thick into beating kids' asses was
Right.
being accepted.
Like,
so she must have really went out on it.
Probably, but like principals I remember principals having like paddles,
So weird.
During that time, but like you call my mom.
So weird.
Yeah.
I can't imagine other people beating my kid.
Or give them permission for it to
Giving
happen.
permission for them to beat your kid.
Yeah. Like, what is that?
Oh, man.
It's something.
That's something.
Yeah. Like,
It's just accepted.
yeah.
It's kind of the way everything is, though. It's totally normal until it's not normal at all.
Yeah.
And then you look back at it like, what?
Right.
Yeah, make black people use other bathrooms. I don't want them touching the toilet
Yeah.
until, what? We made them use other bathrooms? Like their
other-
shit was different than ours?
Other drinking fountains.
Insane, dude.
I wonder if there was like
It's not even that long ago
it's a
either.
worse, their version, the whites only version was a nicer drinking fountain.
I'm sure. I mean, I feel like that's how it's depicted,
Depicted that
but
way.
it probably
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Why would it not be? If you're treating a group like they're so second rate, like they're
Sorry.
not human beings.
Yeah. We were
There's
watching
no
the Amazon's got a new series, The League of Their Own. It's not as good as the movie. It's kind of, but
I don't think it needed to be a series. They should have just redone the movie.
they could have just done
Just update the
yeah.
movie. I don't want to watch 10 hours of A League of Their Own.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's too much. But like thinking of like, it was like the 30s and just how separated the races were.
They do. I don't remember the movie that well, but I feel like they were doing a lot more racial commentary.
Yeah.
And like gay commentary. Like
Yeah, in the series.
yeah.
Which is probably more accurate than the movie, but less entertaining.
Was
'cause
it
Tom
true?
Hanks is
Was
not
that a
in it.
real thing?
Yeah.
They started a women's baseball team?
Yeah.
League?
It was like during the draft and all that for
Just wasn't
the
enough
World War.
people?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But just seeing like, I mean, League of Their Own's not the best Amazon show, but it's the last thing I watched that like really kind of brought to life like how America was so segregated on purpose, purposely segregating itself. And it was just such a wrong thing to do because it like just ripples of generations.
Yeah, it's weird that people are still racist. That's so bizarre to me. That there's still people who are like, I don't want my daughter dating anything besides her kind. And I did a southern accent because that's who's saying that still.
Well, it's like, if you think about other countries, it's not like that. But America's like hardcore.
I don't think, no, it probably is.
I don't know.
I just don't think
they don't
we
have
know,
the history.
We don't know what other people's countries are like.
It's true, but like our history is
Hey,
so
nightypod@gmail.com.
F to the A.
Tell us about the racism in your country. I feel like I saw some people from Ireland that were listening.
Yeah.
Something over on that side of the planet. Let us
Nice.
know. I know, like, if it's not race, it's something else. Even the countries where everybody looks alike, like predominantly single-raced countries, you just divide yourself a different way. Religion or class or whatever.
Right.
It's all we do.
Small tribes were the way to go.
Yeah.
But like grouping everybody together just finds a way to shit on each class of person.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna get fixed,
No.
but we try not to participate.
Yeah, I don't like this thing where like you can't say things or you're racist. That bothers me. Because you're either racist or you're not.
Well, like you've said before, like stereotypes are they're there for a reason.
There's truth in every stereotype. Stereotypes are usually derived from majorities, where there's like too much of the same thing over and over again, so we're going to put all these people into this thing. Like a simple one's like Asians are bad drivers, because too many accidents had Asian people in them until somebody noticed and then said, well, Asians are bad drivers. Does that mean an Asian can't be a good driver? No. Does that mean that there's a lot of bad Asian drivers? Yeah.
I wonder if like your car insurance is more if you're Asian.
God, I hope not. There's got to be a rule against that.
Gotta be.
But I feel like our kids today face a lot of, they always go, and then they call me racist, and I'm not racist. And I'm like, yeah, I know you're not racist.
Yeah.
But just like weird things, like I think our son called someone black.
Yeah, he just said, hey, that black guy.
The black guy. And kids do that, man.
Yeah.
We do that. We teach them, and then they pick it up. Or I remember one of the other kids, really young, was trying to describe someone to me, and I didn't know who they were talking about.
Yeah.
And then they said, the brown one.
Right.
And they meant a black person, an African American. But they didn't say black because they're not black. They're brown. It made complete sense in her little 4-year-old brain to call them a brown person because we're... And then immediately I said, well, what are we? If they're... Sorry. If we're a brown person, what are we? And she said, we're peach people. I was like, you're not wrong. She knew crayons.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
She just went by the crayon. So that kind of shit gets on my nerves because that's not racist. You know?
Yeah.
And as long as I'm white, then someone else has to be black.
Dude.
So until we're not saying white anymore, I'm going to keep saying black.
If I could check peach instead of Caucasian, I would.
And it's just so stupid because I don't think a black person cares that I say black.
No.
I think a white person in defense of a black person will have that problem. Them. It's so stupid.
Right.
Just treat people well. That's all you have to do.
Boom.
It's not that hard. I hate everyone. Makes it much easier.
Yeah.
I can't be racist if I hate you all.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not that I don't like you. I just dislike everybody.
Don't like anybody.
Yeah. Don't take it so
just
personal.
A real blanket system for
Except
me.
for our plebs. Like share scrap.
Plebs are the best. Speaking of driving, I saw a vanity plate the other day. I don't remember what it was. It was dumb. Hey, do you have a vanity plate? Don't.
I don't even know how you get one.
You pay extra when you're it's like when you're filling out the paperwork to register the car.
Yeah, they give you like a temporary tag.
Yeah.
And then that one gets mailed to you.
So when you're filling out all the information about the car, it's like, do you want a vanity plate? And then there's straight up a place where you can try to write in what you want it to be.
But what if it's like taken?
That's when you have to change the L to a 7 or whatever.
Well, how do they even know?
They run... Oh, sorry, hold on. They run it to see if it's taken.
Okay.
And then they come back to you to say, no, you got to make...
God, you can sit there all day and be like...
You got to make the E a 3.
I really want vet forever or something, you know?
Yeah. Then you say 4,
yeah.
the number 4. Anyway.
Sorry.
The problem I was having was, do these people just think they're never going to be in a crime? I mean, what a bold move.
Yeah.
An accidental hit and run? Like they're just positive they're going to stop because they ran over the homeless person?
Right. Like I got a RoboCop decal on the back of my truck and I'm like...
Well, that's not something you can put into a system.
That's true too.
And pull up. You can't type in RoboCop decal at the DMV and find your car.
Right. If I run over your kid, I'm definitely going to get the razor blade out
hot
and take
and
off.
rod forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's very easy to remember.
You can get rid of the decal quicker than tracking you down to your address.
I'm always prepared for worst case scenarios. I'm not saying I would hit and run. I don't know if I would hit and run.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to jail.
Our friend got rear-ended and the person just backed down the street so they couldn't see their tag.
So...
Our kids were like, what are license plates for? And we're like, well, you got to pay for them and then they can track you. It's like all fucking bad.
It's all bad things.
Yeah. Nothing good comes from your license plate. Yeah. I remember in LA, like, they were like writing tickets. There's so many cameras because there's so many people.
Oh, they have traffic cameras?
Yeah, like hardcore ones.
CCTV.
And then they created this spray that you could spray on your license plate. So it was like clear, but then the camera couldn't pick it up. Yeah. I was like, genius.
So that's what you do. If you get a vanity plate, you got to get the protective spray that will, because a bystander's still going to see it.
Right. This is for the cameras.
So weird.
We're trying to figure out a crime.
Yeah.
We're setting one up.
Oh, I'm always ready for crimes.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
If you had a plan to rob a bank, I would listen.
Yeah. There's not real money in robbing banks anymore. I don't feel like.
I know. That's such a cartoon.
I actually worked at a bank for a minute.
Stick a dynamite at them.
There's so many measures in place to make sure you don't get a decent amount of money that it's really not worth it. So if you're thinking about robbing a bank, don't.
Armored car?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know much about an armored car.
I had a buddy that drove one.
Yeah. But the amount that the like person keeps in their register is very small.
Yeah.
And where all the money is takes like 3 people to open it.
Yeah.
Like you would have to really bandits that shit. You would have to like
sleep
over and get the manager. Yeah, it would have to be a whole system. That's a great movie. That's one of my favorite movies. Everyone's good in it. So.
With Bill Murray in Groundhog's Day, where he timed out how to just walk up and take the bags out of the armored car.
Now you're going into
Bizarro
alter realms that don't exist.
That's where I live.
We're aware, Jay. We know.
Sorry.
So all the back to school stuff, right?
Yeah.
And there's just picture after picture after picture after picture of first day of school, right? That's what moms do. You don't have the same algorithm as me, but that's all I see for like at least a week in mid-August is first day of school pictures. And I notice that a lot of them will be like, do great things, or like, I know you're going to accomplish miracles. Off to just go change the world. And I'm like, can we lower these expectations a bit?
Plus, like, they're not going to read this.
Well, they might. But it's not even so much that. It's just a thing that's like into the vernacular of our society. You know what I mean? Like, you put the picture of your kid up and you caption it with do great things. But nobody stops to think why they're saying that. I want my kids to do like okay things. Do okay things. You don't have to be great. You don't have to make a history book. You don't have to, cure cancer. You don't have to do great things. Like, be happy and do okay
things. Are you gonna
things.
post, don't fuck it up?
Yeah. Like, don't get arrested today.
Yeah.
If you get a vanity plate, you better be confident you're not going to commit an accidental crime. Do okay things. You don't have to be great.
Yeah.
You just have to be okay.
It's a bar. It's not high.
It's a stupid bar.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to shoot for the stars. Like, you just have to live an okay life.
What's the saying? Shoot for the stars, land on the moon, or...
No.
It's something.
That's not right.
What is it? No, shoot... God damn, what is it? It's shoot for the moon,
I don't know sayings.
Land with the stars or something.
That's even worse.
Yeah, fuck it. It's all done.
But yeah, do okay things is the moral of this story. Stop telling your kids to be world changers. I know, like, some people need to be. I don't even know if some people need to be. You get one life, you know?
Yeah.
Even if, like, you spend it all on activism and then you die. What was the point? How much of that? I guess if you enjoy activism, that's one thing. But just be happy.
Don't worry. Be happy now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. On that note, we'll see you, plebs. It's been real. It's been fun.
You did it real. 100.